Hello, my name is Chuck Milian, and I want to welcome you to Module 3 of Promised Land Living. To start off tonight, I want to share with you a true story from my childhood. I grew up going to a farm that belonged to my uncle, Uncle Bub. He and his wife, we called her Mama Leanne, had a 200-acre farm, and all the kids used to go there and hang out for the summers and help out around the farm. And Uncle Bub was one of these interesting people. He always had 2 or 3 businesses going on the side, and one of those was what we called a honey bun business. Now, a honey bun business was a truck that drove around and pumped out people's septic tanks. I don't, to this day, know why they called it the honey bun truck, but that's what they called it. Anyway, we had gone to a person's house to pump out their septic tank, and we dug up the ground and found the lid to the septic tank and removed the lid. And Uncle Bub had some people that lived on his farm in a house, and they were with him. They always helped him in all the things that he did around the farm. And a guy named Walter was a young boy. He was 2 or 3 years older than me, but he was a big farm boy, strapping guy, had removed the lid, and they had put the hose from the truck down in there, and they were pumping out the septic tank, and we were all kind of standing there. There was nothing to do for at that moment, and Uncle Bub said, "Hey, Walter, what's that down in there in that septic tank?" And Walter said, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Right down in there. Look down there and tell me what that is." And Walter very trustingly walks over to the edge of the septic tank, and as he bends over to look in, Uncle Bub pulls this big rock out from behind his back and tosses it over his shoulder, and it hits the stuff in the septic tank and splashes up all over Walter. Now, I have to admit, I did laugh. I wouldn't have laughed if it happened to me, but it was pretty funny happening to somebody else. I'm sorry to admit that. But there's a lesson that's in this little episode. And it's a lesson about being willing to look at the difficult things and the messy things in your life and trust that someone's not going to toss a rock over your shoulder and use it against you. Module 3 is about learning to see the things, the landmines in your life that sabotage you relationally, professionally, spiritually, practically, every aspect of your life. And what Cheryl's going to do in this module is have you imagine that you have a special pair of glasses that allow you to see the landmines in a minefield so that you can navigate through them, identify them, uncover them, and disarm them so that they don't blow up in your life and ruin the good plans that you have and that God has for you. I have a question for you. If you had a special pair of glasses like that if you put them on, you could see the problems, the little landmines in your soul, would you wear the glasses, or would you take them off and just hope that you don't step on it because you don't like looking at the issues? You have to answer that question if you're going to get a lot out of Module 3. So we encourage you, trust the process. Put those glasses on, let God show you the landmines in your soul, and realize no one is going to toss a rock over your shoulder and embarrass you. Go get it.